So चलिए अब मैं motherboard को खोल लेता हूँ. As you already know, so right now you guys can able to witness this is the motherboard exactly on the top of it. Let me just open the box. If I would be able to witness anything, I would just like to take those out, take those things. I would just like, these are the screws and additional screws which are required to go ahead and paste it. Anyhow, I will keep it aside for now without wasting the time. Okay, no. I would require the board because I don't want to do it on the table. You know what is the reason to not to do it on the table, right? So guys, letting you know prior before the installation, you know what, this particular setup can go a little longer than expected. So stay tuned, stay patient, have patience on the video. Unless that, like, it would be very difficult for me if I would do it on my own pace, because I don't want to mess up the setup. There you go, guys. So this is what exactly the board, I'm keeping it exactly on like this. So now here is the processor installation, where I am actually going ahead and opening the processor box, as you can see over here. Okay, taking the processor out from the box, and here is that particular processor. I am actually taking it for a moment. I'm just pasting it here, right guys? For the moment I am actually putting it over here. Now to go ahead and install this particular processor, let me first open this, and let me just see how I can open. It's very simple, guys. You just need to press it. Like, see guys, you know what, these things are very sensitive. If it broke, trust me, you would literally have a problem later at a later stage. See, very slowly, like it is a real small pace. You can literally need to go ahead and do this, guys. If you mess up, if you make sure if something isn't working, then it would be a huge problem. Okay guys, yeah. Anyhow, so this is the particular processor. Okay, now just go ahead and rotate your particular motherboard like in this particular way. Guys, it is been written that installing the processor, before that remove the cover. You first need to slowly remove the cover like this, guys, and keep it aside. Now remember what I am trying to say you. So this is just a clip. This is mandatory to have. You just need to install the processor over here. So where's my processor? You just need to go ahead and install the processor and just put it over here. Put the lid on this, install the fan, you are done. This particular cover, when you wanted to remove or serve your processor and you wanted to keep it empty, then you literally cover this particular cover along with that. For now, you can just go ahead and keep it aside. Anyhow, let me see, guys. I'm opening the processor. This is all exactly very sensitive. Need to be very careful. Slowly touch it. Do not make sure you mess up. Looks really premium, guys. You know what, there is particular proper shape over here. You see, you know what, under this processor there are like 4 dots, guys. 1 2 3, actually there are 3 dots. So in this dot you would see left hand side dot, right hand side dot, and a small dot over there, but you gonna have an arrow indication down to your left hand side. So this is the processor where you need to go ahead and have the indication. In the lid also, it's clearly mentioned that when you're installing the processor, see here is that particular indication. So you need to install the processor in this particular way. I am going ahead and taking this out, and I'm installing the processor exactly to the symbol what exactly it is been suggesting, guys. Very simple. I have went ahead and I have slowly touched it, guys. Do not press it hardly. Motherboard may break up because it has 700 LGA particular slots. Be very careful, guys. You know what, you just need to go ahead and lock this now. Very simple. Slowly you just go ahead and lock it. The moment you lock it, look at the hinge action, how it is happening. So here you go. Now your processor is been installed successfully. Now do you see the 4 particular corners, right? In those corners you need to install your fan which comes along with the SMPS. Guys, the thermal paste is already present inside the box, but if it is not enough, if you are actually accidentally you messed up with that and you wanted, which I did it honestly, you can see some marks, but anyhow I'm pasting it because I don't have the extra thermal paste at the moment. Because thermal paste, what is the necessity of it? If anyone doesn't know, what it can do is, it just, for example, जब आप पीसी यूज कर रहे हो, कई सारे पीपल को लगता है कि लैपटॉप नीचे से हीट हो रहा है, सीपीयू हीट हो रहा है, गर्म हवा प्रोड्यूस करने लग रहा है। उसका मतलब ये होता है कि लैपटॉप को कूलिंग करने के लिए थर्मल पेस्ट का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है। सो यू नो व्हाट, टू यूज द थर्मल पेस्ट इन योर पर्टिकुलर सीपीयू exactly on the top of the processor, it's mandatory if you want it for the functioning to be very cool. So guys, you know what, anyhow, any particular way, whichever you like, you can go ahead and install the particular fan. In my case, for example, my motherboard is like this, right? So I would install in this particular shape, so that in the transparent glass it looks like the particular logo as Intel over there. Let me just quickly go ahead and properly add it over there. That's it, guys. See, that's it. I have went ahead and have taken those holes. In the new processors, guys, they have given an excellent way. You just need to press. You would see some noise. See. So it has been installed successfully. I am actually doing it like this again to check it out whether it is properly did it or not. You can check it. Okay, if something isn't there, okay, that's it. You just need to one minute, guys. So guys, you know what, I have installed the particular fan which has the 4 particular nuts over here. So this is in the latest way, guys, not like just taking in a screws and all. I thought that we would have some screws, but not like that. It just that gently, if you just press 1 2 1 2 like that and you just rotate it, it would just go. Like, it's tricky, guys. If you like still see, like you can see, I have removed it right now. I'm just showing you because I was actually figuring it out how to go ahead and tight it. If you would know that I made any mistakes, you can comment it in the video that no, this is the wrong way to go ahead and install the fan. I can do it, correct it myself. Basically, what did I do over here is, I am actually, see, like this. If you can see, I don't know whether you are able to, but anyhow, so I'm just pressing it gently and I am tightening it. That's it, guys. Here also, see, very pretty much simple. I have went ahead and I've tightened it over here, like you can see. Like you can see, it's completely tightened. But anyhow, some part of the thing you would definitely feel that, okay, see, look at this. Now it's been tightened. So now, do you see this particular stuff? Like you would see it here. This is the CPU fan. Okay, so this is the CPU fan. Along with that, it would just come with that following pin, right? So in this particular pin, it is coming as, here in the board, you would see something called as a CPU fan. Exactly, most of the CPU fans will have it exactly like next to the RAM slots. In this particular motherboard, there are 4 RAM slots. That's the reason you're seeing the CPU fan over here. What you need to do, you need to go ahead and gently press that particular CPU fan over there. That's it, guys. No more particular stuff. Here there is a lock button. You must be confusing whether we need to do it in this way, whether we do it in that way. Very simple. Here is one lock. Here is one lock. You just need to go ahead and install that. But make sure while you are actually making that particular thing, try to go ahead and arrange it properly, like the way in my particular case I am arranging it behind for the particular stuff. And like this, I am going ahead and I am installing the CPU fan. That's it, guys. Gently I have pressed it. We are done installing the processor. That's it, guys. It's very simple. we have done with installing the processor of Intel i5 12th generation. On the top of it, we have installed the fan with the hollowing hinges on the motherboard. We are good. It's time for us to install the RAM on exactly here. I'm going to install, this is a DIMM slot number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. So I'm going to install this XPG Lancer RGB DDR5 memory 16GB RAM here. So let me quickly go ahead and install it. You wanted to know about the details about this RAM, you can literally check out the other particular videos, and you can go ahead. Guys, you know what, see, installation RAM is very simple. You would just need to check out where exactly it is. See, in my particular case, I am going ahead and directly installing it over here in the RAM particular one. If you feel that RAM 2 is not, you can also do it on the RAM 2. I am actually, for a space, I just think there is some, I don't want that particular problem, so I am going ahead and I'm actually pasting it on the, like this. There you go. Okay, do you think that my RAM has been successful? No. See, it's once you click it, guys, be very gentle, do not do it on the table. Now I understand why people will say not to do it on the table, do it over the box, because when you are pressing something, you literally feel like the board is going to break. But in this case, in this board will not happen, because trust me, the build quality is really strong that you will feel that okay, the strongness, okay. But anyhow guys, like if you apply a lot of force, of course there are chances that it can break. So you know what, wire management to any particular components inside the CPU, it's very important, because as you can see over here in this following thing, this particular fan, it's not touching any component, because the component get heated. That's the reason you just need to do a wire management properly, so that your wires are not catching that particular heat inside it. So this is that particular part which I am going to talk now. Guys, it is the most important thing. People will have a challenge in terms of going ahead and installing the SSD. Guys, I'm taking out all the unnecessary components from here so that it should not confuse you what exactly I'm doing. Just allow me a quick minute. Now I am going to rotate my motherboard. Okay, so this, do you see this? Do you see this slot, right? So here is what where I was expecting that I need to go ahead and install my SSD. Okay, so for that, let me just slowly go ahead and check. Okay, see, you know what, this is very important, guys. People will feel like any screwdriver they would insert. You cannot do that. Anything whichever you have, be very careful. See, in my case, I have got the exact screwdriver for this, as you can see. Even though if it is not perfect, let me just go ahead and do it with this. Yeah, guys, this particular screw, the thing what you're talking, it is not easily available in the market. This is also useful for the MacBook Pros to open, so you can look at the size of this, and you may have a challenge to for the screws purpose. But trust me, if you don't have a proper screwdrivers, installation would be very typical. So better to buy any particular screwdriver which has a lot of add-ons with it, so that anything, not only this particular thing, in the future also, if you are planning to go ahead and make sure you take it out, anything, you can do so with this. Very simple, guys, nothing much. It's not some like science or something where you would be confused about this, and later you can literally go ahead. See, nicely it came with that proper cooling pad. This is actually a cooling pad, guys. Let me tell you, like when you install your SSD, automatically it comes with a cooling pad. After doing a research, I figured out that this particular XPG SSD what we have, right, we go get two components. No, this is a sticker for especially for the cooling purpose. We need to go ahead and paste it. So here you go, this is the SSD. I'm currently taking it out. Okay, I'm placing it everything. Guys, this is an, as you already know, S70 blade 1 TB SSD. It can work along with the PS5 for the gaming purpose, and it is an excellent sort of the SSD where we would be going ahead and doing it. Guys, now I would show you the slot, how exactly it looks like before I install. See this. After taking it out, do you see some particular slot over here, guys? Look at this slot. See, look at this particular slot, how exactly it is. I don't know whether I'm able to focus it properly or not. I'm really sorry for that, but I have no option because this is the initial start of my career, I would say. So you guys need to go ahead and support me in terms of that. But anyhow, so just check out that I'm actually focusing that particular part of the SSD which I wanted to show. Where would I go ahead and install that? So I would go ahead and install over here what you are able to see where I am focusing it right now. So here I am, this is that particular slot where you would just put your SSD pin inside that, and you literally go ahead and close the door. So now if you see your SSD and if you see that particular hinge, you can see there are like too many pins. This is how I indicate myself, there are too many pins, so I need to insert in this particular way. Right guys, it's very simple. In this particular way I need to insert it, right? So now what would I do over here is I will try to figure out where would I need to go ahead and paste this particular sticker, because this is also important. I don't want to do it. Very simple guys. You see this particular mark over here in the on the top of it itself. I would paste it like this. That's it. So that now it's look like a proper SSD. Okay, now let me go ahead and take this paste slowly like that. Okay, hold the particular SSD in this particular way. You have the SSD now. Now what I am going to do is make sure your border is aligned with this properly so that you would not mess up with anything. That's it guys. I'm very bad at it, but trust me, people are even more bad than this. Anyhow, I have actually did it finally. Okay, I finally went ahead and pasted it somehow. Now it's perfect. It's perfect, nothing much you can see. If you do slide here and there, make sure you can, I think it's removable guys, but removing, of course guys, you should know this, the paste stick to it. It's like very strong. If you literally take it out, the components inside it may come out. I don't know, it will come out, it will not come out of course, but it may damage it. So you could just got to be very careful over there to do such sort of an installation. If you feel that something is messing up, you can later on stage you can cover it, or if you think that okay you messed up and you need an expert's advice, you can do so on the later stage, but do not mess up after you spend so much. Okay guys, so now I would go ahead and install this SSD like this guys. As you can see how I'm installing it, like neatly I'm installing it. Check it out. See, that's it. I have went ahead and I have pasted it. Now I would take my particular thing, how it was before. I would like to just go ahead and install it like that. Okay, anyhow, let me first do it properly. If I have missed out anything, guys, these are very sharp. I can literally feel the sharpness when I'm actually trying to put it, it just I can see that pain. So yeah, anyhow, pain doesn't matter. See, these are the things which you need to be careful. Anyhow, the first thing is you need to apply this hinge on this particular stuff. 1 minute. Let me go ahead and screw it properly. Okay guys, so you know what, there are like two ports over here. One is the Lightning Generation 5 port, which can go, it is compatible with PCI 4.0 devices. Another one is like M.2 Shield like FRO ZR. So this is for the faster transfer speed guys. So if you are planning to go ahead and install some SSD over here, you need to purchase this particular SSD so that you can install it properly. And let me go ahead and just do it for you. Now, as you can literally see, it is what happened is since I was not able to install this properly, so I have went ahead and I have again tightened the screws guys. Okay, so now here is the SSD slot which I was talking about, which is compatible with PC4. So like along from the motherboard itself, You just need to attach it from the motherboard itself. You're gonna get such sort of a pins. Of course, here it would be name of that, like this is M2 screws it is written as. So you can take this particular screw and you can literally go ahead and paste it. Okay, see this, these are the small things which you got to be very careful, because you know what, it would just go ahead and mess up, guys. It seems very easy, you know, it is actually not. People think that it is easy sometimes, but it is. There is no doubt, if you do it once or twice like that, it is easy. You can see, guys, I have went ahead and I've installed it successfully. You know what, like especially when you're opening some nuts and when you're pasting it, you need to be careful, guys. Do it with patience. Do not just like you or needed to do something and you do it. Okay, anyhow, guys, forget about all that. Here we have installed successfully the processor. On the top of it we have installed the fan. Here is the RAM which we have installed. You can also install on the slot 1, guys. I have used slot 2 just to have some little space. Yeah, nothing else, but you can still go ahead and install that particular into the slot 1. Here is the PCI 4.1 where we have installed the SSD. As you can see, now our SSD has been installed, RAM has been installed, processor has been installed, SSD has been installed, motherboard is ready. It's time for to give the power connection. So for that we need to install the SMPS box. Okay, we have went ahead and we have successfully installed RAM, SSD, processor on the motherboard. It's time for us to go ahead and install the SMPS box. Of course, guys, it comes with a power cord, as you already know. So like this is the like 250 watts SMPS, by the way. So yeah, let me just quickly open it. This is how exactly it looks like, guys. It comes with the screws. When we are completely installing on the CPU, we would use this, and it's power cord too. Okay, so for now I'm keeping it aside, and let me just open this, take this out. That's it, done. Keeping it aside. Now you can see this bulk, if I'm more like call like a Hulk. Anyhow, let me open this, guys. Do not mind if I am actually taking a lot of time, because you know, right, these things has to be done with the patience, else one or the other thing will mess up, and again you would literally hold your head and you'll think that, oh my god, I spent so much and I couldn't do. These are the too many wires if you would be plugged in. Oh my god, this would require some technical things, stuff. Where do I need to go ahead and keep it? Guys, very simple, nothing much. This power cord, do you see this? Okay, like it's basically true or false symbol, where you would have 1 for true and O for false, like a binary code number. This is the power code. In this power cord, you would just install that power cord symbol, and then you would plug it to the power supply and you will turn on. This box would turn on, the fan will spin, but it will supply the power to using the switches, and it will connect to the motherboard. Now we need to figure out which is the pin where we need to go ahead and install in our motherboard, so that all the components will get the power supply and our CPU runs at a faster pace. So let me just put this power supply at here. Let me just keep aside over here. Let me come back again with our main motherboard. Under the motherboard, we need to go ahead and start installing this. Now to install this, guys, the first thing you need to consider over here is, like, you would have certain pins. There are like too many pins like coming up over here. So I found I would first choose the pin which is the main pin. So I would just try to take out that particular main pin, like from this particular you know, the wires, as you can see over here. And I have went ahead and I am taking that particular stuff out slowly. It's like a snake, guys. Trust me, the build quality is really amazing. I personally like it. You need to go ahead, see, when this particular component is under CPU, it will not come on the top of the fan, but it has to be installed over here. So this is the way it is supposed to be installed, guys, like this actually. So you need to literally go ahead and paste it here. See, it is completely set up like that. When we are in the SMPS box, it is very easy. You can literally go ahead and install this, guys. That's it. For now, I haven't plugged in because I need to directly go ahead and do it under the CPU, so that's why I have kept it in this particular way. I'm just showing you which is the plug where you need to go ahead and plug in. So this is nothing but SMPS plug, guys. Basically it is called as ATX power one. This is the ATX cable where you would require to go ahead and then install over there. That's it, guys, you're done. And then the other particular components where you would require to go ahead and have it. So just allow me a quick moment. I would just check the names over here which is present, and I would match it with the names. As you can see here, for every pin there is one name, like JUAD1, this is the pin, RGB1, system fan 3, and JTBT1, and JRGB like version 2, JBTE USB plugins. Here all this particular pin comes with one certain name, so you need to figure out those particular names matching with your SMPS box, and you need to go ahead and paste it. If you need more instructions, you can go ahead and refer to the actual user manual comes along with the power supply, and you can literally figure out which particular plug needed to be installed at what. Okay, let's go ahead and do that.